This is likely going to be my first Magic the Gathering Arena video that I'm posting. I haven't decided what my personality is going to be yet. Obviously, this isn't how I normally talk to people. Although, I guess this is how I normally talk to myself, isn't it? So, maybe this is the true me. Doesn't matter. Today, we're going to be playing a deck that I have Stay With Me written here. It's really a Magda Nexus Toolbox deck. What do I mean by Magda Nexus Toolbox? Let's take a look. So Toolbox decks are decks with a lot of creatures that do a lot of different things, and typically have a combo finish. That is my definition. It isn't a good one. That's okay. Magda Nexus Toolbox here in Standard does a similar thing. So you have Magda, which is a card that says, whenever a dwarf you control becomes tapped, create a treasure token. And then you can sacrifice 5 treasures to search your library for an artifact or a dragon, put it onto the battlefield, shuffle your library. So this is a very important card in our deck, but paired with it we have Maskwood Nexus. Creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield, right? So creatures everywhere, library, hand, graveyard, deck, exile, I suppose, technically, and on the stack, they are every creature type. So when we combine these two, it means that every creature in my library is a dwarf to tap for Magda and make treasures, and is also a dragon, which can be tutored with Magda. Okay, this is a very strong combination. Now, all we need to make it extra good is a way to tap our creatures without having to attack with them, because a lot of them are pretty small. They've got kind of low toughness, not great stats, and so you don't want to attack into a questing beast or a love-struck beast, right? And all those beasts. You don't want to swing into those, you're going to lose your creatures. So instead, what we like to do is tap our creatures with vehicles, particularly Funeral Longboat, because you only need to crew 1, and also the Omen Keel, the backside of Cosima Goblin's Voyage here, also crews for 1. Both 3/3s. There's some additional text on the Omen Keel that is sometimes relevant, but often not. We primarily use vehicles as a way to tap our creatures. And what's cool about vehicles is you can actually crew a vehicle as many times as you want. So if I have 5 creatures on the board, I can crew my longboat 5 times, tap them all, and get 5 treasures for Magda, and then tutor something. Additionally, kind of nifty little trick, vehicles can crew themselves. So if I crew the vehicle, now it's an untapped creature, which I can then tap to crew itself as a dwarf, right? It's kind of a weird deck thematically, but mechanically it makes sense. So, we combine Magda, Maskwood Nexus, and the boat in order to tap our creatures, make treasures, tutor more creatures. What can we do with this? Well, first of all, the toolboxy part of it, we have stuff like Skyclave Apparition, which you could tutor now at instant speed with Magda. You could do this at instant speed to deal with a tricky creature or permanent that's CMC 4 or less. Mana value. That's what we're switching to. Mana value 4 or less. You can also get stuff like Giant Killer to tap their creatures, also notably taps for Magda. Selfless Savior to protect your guys. And of course, if you just want like a good threat, you have Goldspan Dragon. Goldspan Dragon is one of the premier threats in the format. It has haste, it has flying. It also makes treasures. So when it swings, it will make a treasure for itself and make a treasure for Magda. Very nifty. Finally, I mentioned toolbox decks often have a combo finish. And I discovered this combo because I was being dumb, thinking about how could I make an infinite combo in Standard, and I figured it out. There's probably an easier one with fewer cards, but here we have our 6, 7 card infinite combo. So of course we have Magda, that's 1. Maskwood Nexus, that's 2. Funeral Longboat, that's 3. Okay, so that's 3 cards so far, and now we can tutor up the rest of our combo pieces. So you're going to want Zerta the Dawnwaker to reduce the activation costs by up to 2. So that's 4 cards. So once you have Zerta out, now you want to get Glimmerbell. Glimmerbell says pay 2 mana to untap it, but now you only pay 1 mana because Zerta reduces the cost. That's 5 cards. Then you have Goldspan Dragon. treasures pop for 2 mana instead of 1. That's 6 cards. So now what you do here is you crew Funeral Longboat with Glimmerbell. It becomes tapped, making a treasure for Magda. And then you pop that treasure for 2 blue mana and untap Glimmerbell for 1 mana because of Zerda's reduction. And then you do it again. So that will generate you infinite mana of any color, along with infinite treasure tokens, allowing you to tutor any cards out of your deck. And then, the final piece, the 7th card, to seal it all off, is Skycat's Sovereign, which of course you can tutor with Magda. It is a 1/1 with flying. It gets bigger for each creature you control with flying, but you can pay 4 mana, and you don't have to tap it, in order to create a 1/1 white catbird creature token with flying. So you can make 10 trillion catbirds, and your Skycat Sovereign will be 10 trillion power toughness. Of course, this only costs 2, thanks to Zerda, but that's kind of irrelevant when you have infinite mana. So that's the 7-card infinite combo. It's not... You know, honestly, I keep making the joke to myself. It's actually not a 7-card combo. It's a 1-card combo. You only technically need Magda. Sure, it would take you years and years to generate enough treasure to tutor things, but using Magda, you can tutor Maskwood Nexus, and then you can tutor Funeral Longboat, and then you can tutor all of your pieces using Magda. It's a 1-card combo in Standard. But it's actually a 7-card combo. Once you get rolling, obviously, if I tutor Zerda, right, now I have a whole another body to create treasures with. Right, so it kind of snowballs. If I'm just starting with Magda, Longboat, Nexus, then I can tap 1, and then I can tap Funeral Longboat, that's 2. You can actually make tokens with Maskwood Nexus, so if you have the mana, that's 3. And then your next turn, you can 1, 2, do it again. Now you can tutor something, and then you have another body to make 2 more, 3 more, 4 more. So you do sort of snowball, you accelerate once you get going. And if you do have 1-drops, like Selfless Savior, Giant Killer, down early, or Ascendant Spirit, if you do have these guys down early, then there are more bodies for Magda when she drops. Okay? That's the main idea of the deck. It's pretty decent. I am a free-to-play player. I don't have a lot of wildcards. You see my lack of wildcards here. If this were an ideal world, I would cut Swallow whole and add at least 1 more Maskwood Nexus, maybe 2, but at least 1 more. I'd add another Zerda, for sure, because if you drop Zerda and they die, you can't combo anymore. Still can be a powerful value deck, which is why I like it. You don't need to combo in order to win, but you want to have 2 Zerdas. I would probably add... what else would I take out? I don't think we really need Ascendant Spirit. It's just kind of a value creature. I used to have... I was on kind of a different plan in my head. Let's go to not collected here. Shacklegeist. You can tap 2 spirits you control. Of course, that everything is spirits because of Maskwood Nexus. To tap a creature your opponents control. I still think this is a really strong card. I think this would be a good card in the deck, but you'll notice I don't own any. And I don't really want to spend the wild cards I don't have on things that are going to rotate out eventually, right? I'd like to spend them on recent sets if I can. And we can do that here. Maskwood Nexus is this set. Magda is this set. The boats are this set, right? So you can infinitely combo with Shacklegeist if you have 2 Glimmerbells, making it an 8-card combo instead of a 7-card combo. Vehicles only require 1 Glimmerbell. They're also better against like control decks. If they remove all your creatures or board wipe you, you can keep hitting if you top deck another creature to crew it. So I used to be on the Shacklegeist plan, which also meant I wanted to have more spirits, so I added some Ascendant Spirits to just natively be spirits to tap for Shacklegeist. But I don't need that anymore. So I would probably take out Spirit to add in Spirits and Swallow Whole to add in Maskwood Nexus, another Zerda. Do I have more gold spends? I could buy another gold spend. I have a mythic, but I would consider another gold spend. It is just a strong card, like I said. I recently added Vault Robbers as another way to accelerate your treasure production. They can exile cards from your graveyard, creature cards, to create treasures, but they tap to do so, which makes treasures for Magda. Also accelerates the process. So, I've been talking about this deck for far too long. Let's get into it. We're probably just going to play a couple of games here. We're going to go ranked so that you can see this high mythic level. No, I'm joking. It's low-end platinum. I do pick up some wins here and there with this deck. I've only gone infinite once with it, unfortunately. Game volume on. I should probably turn that down. I don't know if you can even hear me right now. Let's turn our audio down here. We don't need the audio on. You know what clicking sounds like. I've only gone infinite with this deck once yesterday, which is why I decided to start recording, because I was so upset that I couldn't post that anywhere and prove to everyone that this deck works. So we're going for it today. This hand has Magda, which is good and important. The rest of it isn't very good, and the hand is kind of slow. But I think we're going to keep it because Giant Killer can tap their stuff. And then we can gold spam. I think we're going to keep it. I don't mind this hand. Hello. Opponent also low platinum. Playing with the big boys now. Everybody look out. We're going to just drop Giant Killer right here. Especially since they just laid an Agadeem's Awakening tapped. Oh no. Are we playing Clerics? Okay, Clerics is better than Angels. I always have trouble with Angels. Let's drop a snow-covered island and a Glimmer Bell, and we'll pass the turn. No attacks, thank you. Yeah, so I've been having a ton of fun with this deck. Whether or not it's actually good, I don't know. That's a lie. I know if it's good or not. I know it's not good. But it is fun. I do really enjoy playing the deck. I'm not going to block that. You got your 3 damage. I do really enjoy the deck, so that's something, right? We're going to save mana to tap with Giant Killer here. Because I would really rather not die. You're going to gain life. Resolve all. There's just some really interesting lines with this deck. Once you kind of get the engine of Magda and Maskwood Nexus going, you could do a lot of really cool things with this deck. Just really really stupid things. I'm going to save my Glimmer Bell a little longer if we can. And that's some of the problem. I'm not running enough. What do you call it? Maskwood Nexuses. I only have 2 because I've only opened 2, and actually I might have only opened 1, and I spent a wild card on 1. What I need to do is spend another wild card, but I don't have one, and I'm not buying packs because I'm saving up for drafts. I like drafting. It's a lot of fun. It's also a good way to get Vault Progress, which gets you Sacrifice Glimmer Bell. Vault Progress gets you wild cards. Not a ton of wild cards, not quickly by any stretch of the imagination, but it's something. See, right here, like if I would have had Maskwood Nexus out, which I couldn't have because of mana, but I would have got a treasure off of that, right? Which would have been nice. I don't see any way we're winning this game, honestly. I can really hold them off for one more turn here, realistically. It depends what they play, too. Oh, they got Aura. Alright. So you're going to do that. You're going to make yourself bigger, probably. Yeah. Yep. And we're going to... Why isn't it letting me... Oh, because I'm out of mana. Because I'm a big out-of-mana idiot. So we're going to block there. We're not going to block with Gold Spin. I don't know why. Probably because I forgot. We lost this game anyway. I mean, even if I blocked and traded, I would have taken 5. Would have been at 5. Drew a Magda. Good game, everybody. That's alright. We could try again post-board. So we're playing against Clerics. That means we probably want some Graveyard Hate. some removal. Some more removal. And we could probably take out one of you. I really don't care for Swallow Hole. I thought it was cute because it tapped your creatures, right? So then that was a way to get stuff for Magda, but I really don't think it's that good. It's very reactionary, doesn't work that well. Probably we will cut one Cosima here. Yes, we'll cut one Cosima here and run it back. So that was not a very good game. We really didn't interact with each other at all, and their Goldfish is better than mine if I don't draw the right cards, obviously. So this is a significantly better hand, right? We have turn 1 Savior, turn 2 Longboat, or Vault Robber, either way. We do eventually have a Skyclave, although we're going to play one of these on probably red. So it depends what lands we draw. But this is a better hand. It's got more of my pieces. Hello again. Let's do white, Selfless Savior. Arrange my hand so it's how I like it. They always do CMC, or mana value, backwards, and I don't understand that. We're going to go for the boat, actually, and then swing one. Haha, I'm winning. I would have crewed the boat, other than it obviously has summoning sickness, so it's not going to do anything if I crew it. Archfiend's Vessel, very cool. So, okay, we're going to go for the white here. Thinking. So, Skyclave Apparition on this prevents them from sacrificing it and then getting a 5/5 back with like Aura or something, and I really like that idea. But I also, I think we're actually, okay, yeah, so we're going to go for the Vault Robber. Because if they sacrifice, if they do like Demon's Disciple and we both sack a creature and then they get it back, then I can Giant Killer that and then save Skyclave for something else. I'm going to pass the turn, because if they do either swing, I want to trade and then make a treasure, or, oh, see, yeah, I would much rather Skyclave that. Much rather Skyclave that. You're going to put the token on the vessel, or on yourself. Oh, you put it on yourself. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, so we're going to pass the turn. Back over to me, and now we will Skyclave the Aspirant? Luminarch Aspirant. Sure, whatever it is. Now we can go ahead and comfortably crew here, and swing with a Longboat. Get that life total down. Oh, nope, cancel. Thought we were in attackers. Boat also notably has Vigilance, because it's a funeral Longboat. You stand at attention at funerals, or something like that. Not sure why exactly. That's okay. Tabarax. I don't see enough Tabarax, honestly. I think he's a really cool card. Don't see enough Tabarax these days. You're gonna swing the Disciple. Sorry, the Vessel. Nope. Back over to me. Okay. Alright. Okay. So now we have Magda. And what we can start doing, we're going to go ahead and lay Magda, because we have the protection of Selfless Savior. So now we just want to pass the turn. This is fine. We don't need to do anything here. If Tabarax gets too big, we kill him. If they lay another big thing, we kill it. There's Aura. Only a 3/3, so we can't actually kill it there. That's alright. You're going to swing with Archfiend's Vessel. We're going to crew the boat with the Vault Robber. Whoop. Next, going to block with the boat. He's fine with that. Sorry, they. Pardon me. Especially because it's Ashiok. They are fine with that because they want him in the graveyard. They want Tabarax bigger. But, look, get to crew the boat again. So we get another treasure. Depending what mood I'm in, what I could do is sacrifice Selfless Savior so that next turn I could... Oh, I couldn't because I did my math wrong. Never mind. We're not going to do that. My turn. Oh, there's Maskwood Nexus. Yeah, we're just going to hardcast this, burning a treasure to do so. I was going to search for that. My goal was to search for Maskwood, so the fact that I top-decked it is pretty cool. So now, what we need to do is crew with Magda. Boop. That's one. It's a boat. Crew with Selfless Savior. Boop. It's a boat. Crew with Skyclave Apparition. Oh, and then crew with Vault Robber. And now we activate Magda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit. And so like I said, you could do some pretty interesting stuff with this deck. We could go for more combo pieces. Which actually, I'm at 20 health. Actually, I might do that. I thought I was going to get a Skyclave Apparition, but I think it might be better to get combo pieces. So I think what we're going to do here is get Zerda. Then we're going to crew Zerda, make a treasure. We're going to make a changeling with that treasure, and then we're going to pass the turn. So now what we could do is crew, make 2 more treasures. We still have protection with Selfless Savior, which is nice. So obviously a downside of the deck is that often you're tapping your whole board to do this. You could do it on your opponent's turn instead. I really could have waited. Okay, so we want to make Magda indestructible. She is bread and butter of the deck, so if they kill other stuff, bummer, dude. But this turn you can't kill Magda. But we can, notably, now exile that with Vault Robber to make 2 treasures and speed ourselves up a little bit. So, we're in a decent position. I don't know what they're about to do. They're going to kill Vault Robber. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Archfiend's Vessel, that's great. That's really good for you. If they swing with Aura, I will block. They're just going to swing in the air with Tabarex. They're not going to swing with Tabarex. So we're going to crew with you. That's a treasure. We're going to crew with you. That's a treasure. So now we have some of our pieces. I think it's probably better to gold spin. And then I just need to tutor Glimmerbell. So I think if we lay gold spin, we should be able to crew with Magda, make a boat, crew with Spirit, treasure, crew with Token, treasure, that's 4, crew with Zerda, that's 5, Magda, did I assemble it? I'm trying to, I can't think straight right now, because I'm too excited. The adrenaline is rushing. I grab a Glimmerbell. So now I can crew with Glimmerbell, tap, make a treasure. I can pop the treasure for 2 mana. Boop. To untap you for 1 mana. And then I could crew with Glimmerbell. To make a treasure, untap Glimmerbell. Oh, good game, by the way. And then I can pop this for, I can crew. So this is where it does take like a billion clicks, right? Obviously, this is the shortcoming of the deck. It takes a lot of clicks. So untap you, crew you, makes a treasure, untap you, crew with you, pop for 2 blue, untap you. Yeah, see, this is the really sucky part of the combo, is that it is a lot of clicks. Now we can activate Magda 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get our Skycat Sovereign and make infinite tokens. We have done it. We're going to go ahead and crew you. That's fine. Pop this for 2. A million clicks later. I might just edit a lot of this out, honestly, because it's... so now we could pop this for blue, pop this for white, pop this for blue, pop this for white, pop this for blue, pop this for white, and now we can make a bunch of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which in turn can be crewed to make even more. Good game. Finally, they scooped. Yes, I can make infinite tokens. All right, so that was game 2. We go into game 3. I think we're going to run it back this way. Actually, I like having more protection, so we're going to put another Savior back in, take out Spirit, because they don't do much. So that's the deck. You just saw it happen. Again, throughout there, as I mentioned, I could have been tutoring Skyclave Apparitions to get rid of their board. I could have been tutoring... that's really kind of the go-to. I could have been tutoring just value creatures like Goldspan in order to just beat you to death. But this is a 6-card infinite combo in Standard that is actually a 3-card combo, which is actually a 1-card combo.